Hello. Today is the 8th of September. We're at Adams Morgan Day. My name is Daiki Tsumagari. I'm with American University and the Humanities Track. Do I have your permission to record this interview?
Yes, you do.
Could you please tell us your name and what brings you out here today?
My name is Darrell Stone, and I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. And I just thought it'd be really good to come out to Adams Morgan Day because yesterday I went to the Roslyn Jazz Fest, and that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And do you live in Adams Morgan? Do you live in the area?
No, I live in Washington, D.C. I live in just off of Minnesota Avenue, Northeast.
And is this your first year at Adams Morgan Day, or have you been here?
No, I've been here several times before.
When was the last time you were here?
Probably about 2 years ago.
Okay, so we probably saw you.
Right.
Well, do you have any thoughts on any of the vendors?
I mean, usually the streets are blocked off. And it's usually, most of the vendors are usually in the middle of the street. I think it's better. I mean, I didn't think it was crowded till I came down this way because it was up there in the restaurants. It doesn't look the same. Look the same about the regular day, but down here it's pretty crowded.
And you said you lived off of Minnesota Avenue?
Mm-hmm, Northeast.
How long have you lived there?
10 years, since 2014.
What are some of your earliest memories of the area?
Well, I mostly grew up in 51st and East Street Southeast, 50th and 8th Southeast. It's changed. So, a lot more houses in the area where I used to live at. A lot more condos and stuff like that. And I've seen the big change from downtown the way it used to be on like Chinatown. Chinatown used to be really run down and really blighted area, but it's really developed once they put the Verizon Center there. That's when Chinatown started to be built up.
And how would you say the community? Would you say the community's changed around the area? In what ways would you say?
I mean, you see a lot more international companies like Apple. A lot more international restaurant chains and stuff like that. However, since the pandemic, Chinatown has been sort of gutted because most of the businesses aren't there anymore. So that's changed a lot.
And where would you like to see DC go in the next 5 years, next 10 years?
Particularly like Ward 7, where I live at, it would be nice if you could stay in the area to do your grocery shopping and eating in restaurants and stuff like that. Because I think a lot of the times the city doesn't make that area a priority to develop it. It's slowly getting condos and stuff in there, but it's not getting like retail shops and restaurants and stuff like that in the area.
What do you think the city could do to develop these areas?
Bring in some small businesses and bring in some international big corporations too, sort of like a mixture. And one thing I think they should do is make housing more affordable for people.
Would that be through, say, programs like
programs or helping small realtors develop their houses and stuff like that? Because in my area, they're fixing up houses that are been abandoned on the block, but they want $480,000, $490,000. For my neighborhood, it's not worth the price. At the most, maybe $275,000. But when you're paying $500,000 for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 2-story house, I sort of look at that as being overpriced.
That's good. Are there any other things you would like to highlight? If I've missed any questions?
I would like to see probably DC have more international sporting events. I remember back in 2002, I had an auto race at the Stadium Armory. It's called the IMSA Series, so like the American Le Mans Series. And it was good, but the people in that neighborhood over on Oklahoma Avenue Northeast, they didn't like the noise, so they ended it. And I would like to see something like Formula One come to Washington, D.C., because I think that would be a good spot, because it draws a lot of international attention, and it's really a good event.
Did you attend the Formula One pop-up this year?
No, I didn't. I didn't attend that this year. I do watch Formula One. I go Ferrari, but it would be nice to have an event like that in the DC area. But it has to be on a consistent basis, not just 1 year or 2 years, then you just end it.
Would you support then, say, a street Formula One race, kind of like they have in like Melbourne?
Yeah, Melbourne or Vegas. Yeah, I would support something like that. But it would cost the city a lot of money initially, because I think in Vegas it costs almost $1 billion to do the streets, because it has to be up to code to the Formula One standards. But it would be a nice event, especially if you get a contract when they sign in. It comes like year after year and year, because it does draw a lot of people.
That's great. That's all the questions I had. If there's anybody you'd like to shout out to.
Just go Washington, D.C., and I would like to see D.C. be put on the map a little more. And I'm born and raised here. Not too many of us are left here, but I'm one of the rare ones.
That's great. Thank you so much for interviewing.
Okay.